Hey and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Manchester United skipper Harry Maguire demands a bigger role at the club. Manchester United captain Harry Maguire sent a message to manager Erik Tanhaag after the 2-0 victory over Leeds United yesterday. Maguire was given the opportunity to start in place of Raphael Varane, who was rested for the midweek Europa League tie against Barcelona. The defender vowed to fight for his place in the starting 11, but also declared his wish to start more games. He said via Sky Sports, "Winning the game is most important. It's not about myself. I am the captain of the team. I put the team miles before myself, and playing or not, I want the team to do well and be successful. So it's been a good season up until now. Still a lot of improvement and the big games are coming, but it's nice to come in, get a clean sheet and get a victory. It's a good one for the fans. It's not about me, it's about the team, it's about the club being successful. I want to be a part of it. I'm still playing my part coming on in games. I have started 4 since the World Cup, so I am still getting my minutes, but of course, every footballer wants to start games. It's disappointing when you don't, but all you can do is train well and be ready when the chance comes. There are lots of players in the squad not playing at the moment as well, and I feel we have 4 really good physical international centre-backs at this club, and there is always going to be 2 unhappy. That's the way it is, so I have got to keep working, keep fighting, and make sure I am ready when called upon." The 29-year-old had fine outings against Reading and Bournemouth, but his display against Leeds will take him a step back. He did help the team to maintain the clean sheet, but endured some shaky moments which should have been avoided. Maguire was sloppy with possession of the ball, allowing Jack Harrison a golden opportunity to score by letting him go through on goal in the first half. He lost the ball 21 times, which is a high number for any center defender. Luke Shaw impresses for Man United in Leeds United win. Luke Shaw was hugely impressive for Manchester United as they secured a 2-0 Premier League win over Leeds United at Elland Road. The Red Devils played out a frustrating 2-2 draw against Leeds at Old Trafford on Wednesday night, and a similar result seemed on the cards yesterday. However, United eventually broke the deadlock through Marcus Rashford in the 18th minute before Alejandro Garnacho scored the club's second. Shaw was hugely influential in the victory, having provided another fine cross for Rashford's goal. Aside from his assist, the 27-year-old had 91 touches while winning 10 ground and aerial duels. He made 3 clearances and blocked as many shots. Shaw started the game as the left-sided centre-back, but began pushing higher up the field after Lisandro Martinez's introduction in the second half. The England star made the difference with his wonderful defense-splitting cross for Rashford, who backed his 21st goal of the current season. With the 2-0 win, United have moved within 5 points of league leaders Arsenal, though they have played 2 games more than the Gunners. United still have an outside chance of winning the league and will be hoping that Manchester City get the better of Arsenal at the Emirates in midweek. Meanwhile, the Red Devils' immediate focus should turn to the first leg of their Europa League knockout playoff round against Barcelona at the Camp Nou. They face the Spanish giants on Thursday evening. Shaw should start at the heart of the defense again, with Martinez ruled out with a European ban. Varane should return as his central defensive partner. Harry Maguire was not at his best against Leeds and will certainly drop to the bench against Barcelona. Erik Tanhaag says he is confident Wout Weghorst can play another position for Manchester United. Strikers are judged on goals, and looking at Wout Weghorst Manchester United record through a simple goals per game tally is not too pretty. The Dutchman has netted just 1 so far. He was poor in midweek at home to Leeds, but was able to retain his place for the trip to Elland Road through a lack of other options. Weghorst was marginally improved in Sunday's game. He ended up with a big contribution, providing the assist for Alejandro Garnacho to score United's second goal. Weghurst had an injury time goal of his own ruled out for offside that sums up his misfortune in front of goal right now. Erik Tanhaag judges Weghurst on more than goals and he is right too. The Dutch striker gives shape to the team, providing a structure which was necessary in Anthony Martial's injury absence at Old Trafford in midweek. United actually improved once Weghurst was substituted. Tanhaag resisted the temptation to do the same at Elland Road, searching for an alternative solution. Instead, he dropped Weghurst into a deeper role with Marcus Rashford leading the line and Alejandro Garnacho and Bruno Fernandes playing out wide. Tanhaag says he is confident Weghurst can be useful in this position and has seen him play a deeper role before. The manager told the club website, "Wout as a second striker, a number 10, I know him from his youth that he can play there." With Bruno on the right and Garnacho on the left, it was a dynamic to change the game, and I think we can benefit from it. I think Rashford as a striker, Wout on the number 10 position, and Bruno on the right brought more composure to our game. This was not the role Erik Tanhaag signed Weghurst on loan to play, specifically, but he wanted Weghurst to come in and add an extra option to the attack, which he has done. Tanhaag says Malasas is the best fullback he has at executing specific tactic. Manchester United manager Erik Tanhaag has used 4 fullbacks this season, making good use of all of them. Luke Shaw and Malasas have split time at left back, while Aaron Wan-Bissaka has stepped up on the right with Diogo Dalot out injured and done so well that there is debate over who is the best option. Malasas has proven particularly versatile, featuring occasionally at right back, but it's his ability to shift inside and join the midfield which has especially pleased Erik Tanhaag. Speaking after the 2-0 win over Leeds, Tanhaag reserved special praise for Malasas. Erik Tanhaag was quoted by Manchester United's website praising Malasas' effectiveness. He said he believes the Dutch talent is his best fullback when it comes to switching inside. He said, "I want to play my fullback inside. In my perspective, the best at that is Malasas, and I think he did well in the first half. I think in possession, he was maybe one of the only players who played in a good level in the first 60 minutes, but because we make such mistakes, I chose to change there and made the subs who worked out very well." Malasas played in the midfield and then played on the outside. He was really good with the ball, stopping Somerville, except in one moment, but for the rest, I think he played a really good game. Tanhaag's substitution saw Malasas taken off and Lisandro Martinez brought on, with Luke Shaw moving out to left back, where he ended up providing the assist for Marcus Rashford, opening goal. The tactic of moving the fullbacks inwards to join the midfield was one used frequently by Pep Guardiola at Bayern München, where Tanhaag worked as assistant under the current City boss. Malasas has done well at this, which essentially gives the team an extra midfielder when in possession, providing extra passing options while allowing others to get forward centrally. With Luke Shaw may be more productive than Malasas in the final third, the Dutch talent has other traits which work well in certain situations, and Tanhaag is a big fan. United signed Malasas for just £13 million in the summer from Feyenoord, and the money has appeared well spent so far. Manchester United stars praise machine Marcel Sabitzer. After 2 starts against rival Leeds in a week, Marcel Sabitzer has had a hectic introduction to life as a Manchester United player. Sabitzer played a key role in helping Manchester United to grind out a 2-0 win at Elland Road with a battling performance in midfield. The Austria international sent a message on Instagram hailing a deserved win, with United making up for a 2-2 draw against Leeds at Old Trafford in midweek. Sabitzer played well without being spectacular, with United able to keep a clean sheet this time around. Manchester United's players are glad to have Marcel Sabitzer in the team, and the midfielder's experience was very useful to have with injuries and suspensions hitting. The team's stars reacted to Sabitzer's social media post, with Lisandro Martinez telling him, "Well done, while Bruno Fernandes wrote, "Great game." Diogo Dalot lauded Sabitzer as a machine in reference to the midfielder's non-stop performance and attitude since arriving at the club. Sabitzer was a machine in midfield, winning 4 out of 5 tackles contested and 9 duels in total. This was what United wanted when Sabitzer was signed, a solid fill-in midfielder who could help the team to keep ticking over and stay competitive. The new loanee might end up being more capable than that too. When he gets to play alongside Casemiro, he should have greater freedom to make a bigger attacking contribution. Marcus Rashford must start up front against Barcelona in the Europa League. Marcus Rashford has to lead the line for Manchester United when they face Barcelona in the first leg of the Europa League knockout play-off on Thursday evening. The Red Devils travel to the Camp Nou for the opening leg of the European contest, and it could be a difficult challenge with the Blaugrana in excellent form. Hence, they will need to be at their best, and in our opinion, manager Erik Tanhaag should choose to lead the attack with Rashford instead of Wout Weghorst. With Anthony Martial injured, January signing Weghurst has been the regular up front in recent weeks, but he has looked largely ineffective from the role. Against Leeds yesterday, he barely influenced the game until he moved into the second striker position to support Rashford in the closing stages. For the second game running, Rashford found the net with a header after switching to the centre forward role. Tanhaag must stick with him from the position. Rashford, who has been described as unstoppable by Tanhaag this term, has been in the form of his life since the season restart after the World Cup final. He has more goal contributions than any other European in Europe's top 5 leagues and bagged his 21st goal of the campaign in the hard-fought win at Leeds. United were not defensively sound against the Whites. Harry Maguire was far from impressive at the heart of the backline and should be replaced by Raphael Varane. With Lisandro Martinez serving a one-game European suspension, Luke Shaw should continue in the left centre-back role after getting another trial at Elland Road. Tanhaag has set a new challenge for Rashford for the remainder of the campaign. He said via manunited.com, "There is much more to come from Marcus, and we have months to play, important months. We have to get into a position where we can win trophies. Till now, where we are, Marcus has had a big impact this season. I remember at the start of the season, I was questioning if he can score 20 goals. Now, he has that marker. He has scored 20 goals, but now it's about getting more. He has to challenge himself to get 30 or 35, but the most focus has to be on the next goal. And if you are in that focus, you will see where you end up, but most important, finally, is that we win as a team." Erik Tanhaag admits Alejandro Garnacho has lot to learn after scoring for Manchester United versus Leeds United. Manchester United manager Erik Tanhaag has admitted that Alejandro Garnacho has a lot to learn after he scored against Leeds United in the 2-0 victory. The Red Devils visited Elland Road on Sunday in the Premier League. The Argentina national came on as a substitute in the second half and scored the Old Trafford side's second goal. In the reverse fixture on Wednesday, the 18-year-old started the match. He was presented with good opportunities to find the back of the net but failed. In the end, the youngster was substituted and we managed to make a comeback and drew the match 2-2. Speaking to the media via Metro after the win, Tanhaag weighed up on Garnacho's performance in the game against Leeds at Old Trafford and Elland Road. He said, "It's normal, he is a young player and he has to learn a lot. We saw on Wednesday he was making great actions but not finishing. I think he had to finish at that moment. It has to do with focus but also with preparation. Today it was the same. In the first minutes he was not in the game and you have to be ready. After the first goal he improved and showed his great skills, his pace, his dribbles, his timing, and it was a great finish too." Garnacho still has ways to go in his career. Hopefully, the Dutch manager is able to steer the 19-year-old in the right direction and develops him into a future star. I will be uploading daily Manchester United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.